Here we are with page 10, solutions to 42 through 50. Number 42, 5 over I we can times by I, and I on the top, we get 5I over I squared equals, that's just a negative 1, so a negative 5I. Number 43. 7 over 2 plus 5i. Now this one is a binomial on the bottom, so we're going to choose to times by 2 minus 5i on the top and the bottom. And we get 7 times 2 minus 5i over, now we did conjugates, so we could get 4 minus 25i squared. I squared is a negative 1, makes it 4 plus 25. So we have on the top 14 minus 35i over 29. In standard form, that's written 14 over 29. That's 14/29 is a real number, minus 35 over 29i. Number 44 is we're going to times by 7 plus 3i on the top and the bottom. So we get 2 times 7 plus 3i all over 49 minus 9i squared. I squared is a negative 1, turns that to a plus. So we get 2, 7 plus 3i all over 58. Now we notice right here that the 2 can actually cancel with the 58 and leave 29 on the bottom. So we actually have 7/29 plus 3/29 I in standard form. Next one, 45. 3 plus 4i over I. Here we can just times by I and times by I on top and bottom, since this is not a binomial at all. So we get 3i plus 4i squared all over I squared. I squared is a negative 1, so that'll just make that a negative, up timesing through everything. And that is a negative. So when it comes in here, it'll be a negative 3i. And it will be a positive 4. So 4 minus 3i. And that was a 1, so negative just multiplied through there. Number 46, 2 minus 7i over 3 plus 8i. We're going to times by 3 minus 8i and 3 minus 8i. So as we multiply the top, we get 6 minus 16i minus 21i plus 56i squared over, on the bottom we get 9 minus 24i plus 24i, they go away, that's why we did conjugates, minus a 64i squared. Now I squared makes that a negative, and we'll make that a positive. So we will get 6 minus 56, that's a negative 50, minus 37i all over 9 plus 64 is 73. In standard form, that'd be negative 50 over 73 minus 37 over 73i. And the last, number 47, not the last one, 47. We're going to times by negative 5 plus 3i on the top and negative 5 plus 3i on the bottom. Again, we don't change both signs, just the middle one. So we get negative 15 plus 9i minus 10i and plus 6i squared. On the bottom, it's going to be a 25 minus 9i squared. The I squareds, change that to a negative, change that to a positive. So we get negative 15, and negative 6 is negative 21 minus I on top. And on the bottom, 25 plus 9 is 34, which in standard form we get negative 21 over 34 minus 1 over 34i. Number 48. This is not a binomial, so we can just times by I, and we get 3i minus 4i squared all over 2i squared. I squared makes that a negative 2, and I squared makes that a plus 4 right there. So we get 4 plus 3i all over a negative 2. Write that in simplified form, we get a negative 2 minus 3 halves I. 4 over negative 2 is a negative 2, and then 3 over negative 2 gives us this right here. Number 49. We're going to multiply by a 3 plus a 2i, 3 plus 2i, and as we jump that through, and jump that one through, we're going to get 15 plus 10i minus 27i minus 18i squared over 9 minus 4i squared. Take the I squareds and they make these a plus 18 and a plus 4. So we get 15 plus 18 is 33 minus 17i, combining those together, and then over 13, which can be written as 33 over 13 minus 17 over 13i. And now the last one, number 50. We're going to times by negative 7 minus 3i, negative 7 minus 3i. So on the top, when we jump the 5 through, we get a negative 35 minus 15i. And then we jump the 2 through, gives us a negative 14i minus 6i squared. All over. On the bottom, we have negative 7 times negative 7 is a 49 minus 9i squared. Take care of the I squareds. It makes that a plus 9, and that makes that a plus 6. So negative 35 plus 6 is a negative 29. Negative 15i minus 14i is a negative 29i. All over 49 plus 9 is a 58. So if we simplify these, we get 29 over 58 is 1/2. This is negative 1/2 minus 1/2 I.